Hi everyone, it's Megan. Thanks so much for joining me today. Welcome if you are new here or this is your first video with me. Welcome back if you are a returning subscriber or if you've just clicked on a few of my videos. And if you haven't yet subscribed, I would love it if you consider doing so. You can just click that subscribe button down below. All right, let's go ahead and jump into today's video. So I am doing an update to my winter project Use It Up, and I will leave a link in the cards, and also I'll try to leave it in the description box as well to where you can see my original video, I guess the intro video. And in that video, I know I was very ambitious. I set this huge goal of having this wide range of products that I wanted to finish up, and there were a few carryovers from my fall project Use It Up. So let's see where I'm currently at. Now, I did actually try and film a video in January with as an update to the winter project Use It Up. I did start this mid-December. I did film something mid-January, but unfortunately I never got around to editing and uploading it. And so by now it's mid-February, and I figured uploading that video would be kind of old news, and I might as well just film my February update and let you know where I'm at. So some of these items most of these items I've already marked from January. So you'll actually be able to see where I started, where my progress was in January, and now where my progress is in mid-February. So I have my permanent marker. Let's go ahead and jump into this. Let's start with the exciting thing, which are the products that I've used up. I am so excited about this. I have 3 products that I've used up, which doesn't seem like a lot, but when you see the progress that I've made, you'll understand why. But the first one is, actually it's 4 products. But the first one is this one. This one is Sugared Cherry Crisp. It is the fragrance mist. I've talked on and on about this in my fall project Use It Up, which is when I started this, in my winter project Use It Up intro. I am so happy that this is done. So this one doesn't have notes because it is old packaging, but it was basically cherry and a bakery pie crust note. I went back and forth with this. I was sick a lot of December and part of the beginning of January, and so I think the stuffy nose and just general sickness took away some of my sense of smell. Actually, I'm pretty sure it did. And I felt like that affected how I used some of the products. Basically, by the time I started the winter project Use It Up, I was kind of over this, and I'm still over it, which is why I'm glad that this is done and out of my collection. I don't have to deal with it anymore. I think what I'm also realizing is that I am not a cherry note person, at least not a Bath & Body Works cherry note person. When it comes to fragrance, I love the idea of cherry. I love actual cherries. I think I like cherry fragrance notes, but for some reason, at least on me, it just doesn't last very long, and I just don't like the way it smells on me. So anyway, this was fine. I know lots of people love this. Lots of people are hoping that it'll come back. But for me, this is a one done. I know I'm not going to go back to this if it does ever get, not restocked, but if it ever comes back, it's not for me. You guys, it'll leave you more for everybody else who's interested in getting this item. So this was my first Use It Up. I actually finished this, I think the 1st or 2nd of January. I was like so close to being done at the end of December. I had like this much left, I think, at the very end of December. I was like, can I use it by the end of December? No, it took me like 1 or 2 days into January to finish this up. But that is my first empty. The next 2 empties I'm going to talk about together because they are from the same fragrance line. These are Autumn Drive, and this was the shower gel and the body cream. As you can see, for the body cream, I did end up cutting it open. I do like to cut my products open when I can, when it has the soft plastic, and really kind of get all of the product out there. So this one had fragrance notes of wild raspberry, warm amber, and vanilla birch. And if you've seen any of my other videos, you'll be very familiar with how I describe this, which is basically a sweet candy Jolly Rancher. It kind of smells like a watermelon Jolly Rancher to me. I think that's the wild raspberry that comes out. And these 2 are much more sweet. They're much sweeter than the fragrance mist, which is what I had originally smelled when I was in store and really liked. If I had smelled these first, I might not have gotten this, but I did use these up. So I had this in my fall project Use It Up, and I was about halfway when I started. When I finished the fall project Use It Up, started the winter one. So at winter, I think I was about here. I really made an effort to like finish this and push through it. So I think by January, mid-January, I was here, and then I finished it up. Or maybe this was December, like end of December, and then I think I finished it up for January. Either way, I finished this up in January. I'm very happy to be done with it. Same thing with the hydration cream. I think I was, if this is the full, I think I actually cut a little bit off in the middle. If this is the full size, I think I was around here, or maybe even a little bit lower at the halfway mark, and I basically finished it. I tend to finish my creams and my shower gels at about the same time. So these both finished up sometime in January. And the fourth and last empty for this video related to the project Use It Up is this one. This is the Pure Wonder Exfoliating Body Glow Scrub. I did cut it open. I actually finished it today. I probably could have finished it like on Friday if I had just taken out all the extra, but I knew that there was one more wash in it, so I did end up using it today. I did again cut it open and clean it out. Basically when I started, I think that this was pretty much like halfway done, and then in January, here you can kind of, not really, but basically where I cut it is where I was when I started the winter project Use It Up. I'd only used a little bit in January, and then I was like, this is gonna be so easy to finish, I just need to use it. And I think I did finish it up in like actually probably more like 5 or 6 washes. I do use the Bath & Body Works body scrubs by themselves because I find that they have a really good lather, and I can use it in place of a like shower gel. So I don't, if I ever get a body scrub from Bath & Body Works, I don't ever get the shower gel to go along with it, because to me it just seems redundant. Also, I really, really love the scent. I know not all like scrubs have that lathering like capability, but the Bath & Body Works ones do. That was the fourth item that I used up. That's my fourth empty. All right, so that is it for the empties. Now let's get into the products that I am still working on, and all of these I'm still working on. There's a couple at the very end that I'll mention that I have made no progress on because I haven't really touched, but most of the things I have actually like put a pretty good dent in. So I'm actually gonna start with the 2 mists that go along with the empties that I have, and that is the Autumn Drive and Pure Wonder. I'm actually gonna put the Pure Wonder aside and start with Autumn Drive. So when I started the winter project Use It Up, I think when I started the winter project Use It Up, I think I was about here. I think I had a lot to go. And then when by mid-January, I was here. I had put in a pretty significant dent. Like I was spraying this a lot. And now I am, let's see, right about, and this is an approximation because this packaging is not super see-through, but I am about here. So I have about 1/3 of the bottle left, and I feel like that's really, really good. So how I am gonna try and continue to use this up, I would prefer not to carry it over if I can. How I will be using this is by spraying this on at night before I go to bed as kind of like an evening time scent. Like I said, I do find that this is not as sweet as the shower gel and body lotion or body cream, and I do like this a lot better. So I think that this is a really nice evening before bedtime scent for me, and it's what I'll continue to use for the next month right before I go to bed. All right, so the next one is the Pure Wonder Fragrance Mist, and I actually have the body cream with me right as well. But the Pure Wonder, I did not give the notes. This is Iced Rosé, Star Jasmine, Warm White Amber. I think this came out last year as a signature scent. When I started the winter project Use It Up, I was right here at that top line, and then I didn't use it that much going into the middle of January. And then once I decided I was gonna use the body scrub, I started using it up. So right now I am right here. So I am just a little bit above halfway on this fragrance mist. I feel like that's pretty good. Fragrance mists are always a little bit tougher for me because I don't take them with me when I go to work, which means that I spray them once in the morning and then I'm gone for 4, 5, 6 hours. And then I come home, I try to spray it again, but I don't spray it, I don't bring it with me and spray it when I'm at work. So that's where I'm at with the Pure Wonder fragrance mist. And then I'm really excited about this, the Pure Wonder body cream. Here's where I'm at. I'm actually at the point now where I'm gonna cut this open and I can probably get 2 to 3 more uses out of it, depending on how liberally I apply the body cream. But so here is the halfway mark, which is I think where I was in December. I think in January, I was mid-January, I think I was like here. It rubbed off because the body lotion oils. But now, as you can see, I'm like way down here. And like I said, I'm at the point, I would say I'm right here, but I know that there's more air in it. And like I said, I'm at the point where I can cut this open and finish using this up. So I'll get a little bit more use out of the fragrance mist, finish this up, and then that'll probably be it for that fragrance, at least for a little while. Another set that I've used quite a lot of is the White Pumpkin and Chai. So White Pumpkin and Chai has fragrance notes of cinnamon cider, spiced pumpkin, and vanilla glaze. I'm actually gonna start with the fragrance mist. The fragrance mist has this really opaque packaging, and I actually ended up kind of cutting into the packaging here, and I am below the packaging. I think I'm like right below. I think I'm like right here. So here's where I started in the middle of December, middle of January, and then here's where I'm at now. So I am right at the halfway mark, which I'm really, really excited about. This one is packaging from, I think, 2021. And this was one of the ones that, to me, I can smell the notes, but when it sprays on me, I get a lot of the alcohol scent, and this scent to me does not last. So I am also gonna try and use this up, although to be honest, I am kind of over the fall pumpkin-y scents. I burned some candles into January. I've been wearing this into January. I'm kind of done with it right now. I want these lighter, fruitier, floral fragrances. And I don't honestly know how much more I'm gonna be able to motivate myself to use this through February, but I'll try. So like I said, I am halfway, feeling good about that. And then for the, what is this? The body cream, which is also from 2021 as well. I started out here in December. I think January was here. You can't see the mark because it rubbed off, but it wasn't that far. And then now I am right here at this crease. So I still have about halfway to go with this body cream. One of the reasons why I kind of want to finish this up is because, one, this is from 2021, and also I kind of don't want to have body creams that are like half done. Like I feel like I could just use this up and finish it, but at the same time, like there's also other scents that I want to go through. Now this is 2022's packaging. They did the faceted collection for White Pumpkin and Chai. I was actually a little bit nervous with this packaging because I think it's really pretty, but I wasn't sure I was going to be able to see the product through it, but I actually can. So I think this was actually new when I started the winter project Use It Up, because I had purchased it in 2022 for the project Use It Up so I could do the fragrance mist and the lotion, or the cream. So I think it was a completely new bottle in mid-December. In mid-January, here's where I was at. Now, mid-February, here's where I'm at. I'm feeling really good about this. I have half of the shower gel and the body cream. So again, right on schedule with the amount of like usage that I've had, where they're like about equal. I think I'm gonna try and use it up, even though it's very much a winter scent. I'll probably just use it pre-January winter scent. I think I'm gonna try and use it up on weekends, but during the week, I'm kind of over it. All right, let's move on. And the next one is Hope. This is Winter Peach Marshmallow. This was from 2021. And this one has fragrance notes of velvet peach, vanilla meringue, and creamy jasmine. I have mixed feelings about this. Started using this in mid-December and beginning of January when I was sick, and I was like, don't like the scent, but I used it anyway. And here's where I'm at. So this was a new bottle at the beginning of the Use It Up. This was January, and now here I am for February. Not a whole lot of usage, but I am anticipating using this more for the next month because it does have a slightly lighter, sweeter scent, which to me fits better for February. So I am going to continue and use this. I think one of the things that kind of weirds me out is how yellow this is. Like, it's very yellow, and I can't tell if it's the packaging or if it's like the packaging was made that way or if the packaging was stained, because it looks a little uneven in the yellowness on the top of the packaging. So I don't really know, and that kind of weirds me out a little bit. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of when they color the shower gels and stuff like that, like, or the fragrance mist. Like, just leave everything clear, color the packaging. It's so much easier. Now for the Hope Winter Peach Marshmallow, I only had the lotion. Again, this is another one where I was a little bit nervous that I wouldn't be able to see through the packaging, but I actually can get a little bit of shadow. And this was completely new at the beginning. By January, I was here, and now here in February, I'm right at that second line. So again, I'll continue to use this in February. And then as for the fragrance mist, not a whole lot, just because again, it's a fragrance mist. So completely new when I started. Here's the line from January. And then here is where I'm at for February. So still at the very top. I have a long ways to go with this fragrance mist. Here's another set of items that I feel really good about the progress that I've done on it, but because the scent is so heavy, I kind of don't want to continue it, but I also don't want to leave a half empty package for the next fall. I don't know. I kind of have mixed feelings about this. And that is Wicked Vanilla Woods. So between Wicked Vanilla Woods and the White Pumpkin and Chai, like, they're both very heavy to me, very fall and pre-January winter scents. So I don't know what to do about this one. This one has fragrance notes of magical vanilla, glowing amberwood, and enchanted pink pepper. I'm a little bit more inclined to let this carry over into next October because this is the 2022 packaging, but yet I'm also a little bit on the fence because, as I've mentioned several times, in the winter Use It Up, and I think at the end of the fall Use It Up, I started using this. This body cream is very yellow, at least very yellow for me. And I know a few people mentioned like they bought theirs yellow. I know it's the vanilla, and that vanilla tends to turn a little bit more. It doesn't mean it's bad as long as you don't hear the lotion or the liquid, the cream moving in your container, but it's like, it starts to stain your clothing. Like for me, it doesn't stain the skin. I haven't noticed that, but it stains my clothing. Like I have a white robe. It's a little bit yellow now around the like sleeves that where I've put the lotion on and then put my robe on. Anyway, here is where I'm at. This is where I started at the beginning of the winter Use It Up. This is January, and now here I am halfway in the middle of February. So that is the shower gel. Again, for the body cream, we're looking at about the same amount of progress. This packaging, the outer packaging is really pretty, but it's a little bit stiffer, so I find it harder to kind of feel for where the cream is. So here's where I started at the beginning of the Use It Up. Here was January, and then I'm right about, I think I'm about here for February. So let me know down in the comments below, what do you think I should do? Should I leave these products and just kind of say they're done? I'm done with them for now because they're fall products. Or would you continue and use them up because we don't like to leave half empty products lying around? I don't know. Let me know what you would do with that because I actually am really not sure. Okay, another thing that I have a little bit of tiny progress on is Snowflakes and Cashmere. So this is that set. So Snowflakes and Cashmere has fragrance notes of vanilla, cashmere cream, caramel woods, and frosted clementine. And I may not know where that lotion line is because it is very opaque packaging and I just kind of slung everything around. Same thing with the shower gel. It's not a big lot, it's not a big amount of progress. So this did start out new. At the beginning of the project Use It Up. In January, I'd gotten just below the top of the packaging like sticker line, and I only used it once or twice afterwards. So here I am in February. I would like to use this more for this February into March time frame. This is very, very light. And that's why I didn't use this a whole lot. I was actually really excited to use it, and then I used it while I was sick, and so my sense of smell was really a little bit off, and I just felt like I wasn't getting anything out of this. Like for a moment I was like, I should return this. I should return this and get my money back or exchange it out. And I persisted. I kept with it because these are all new this past winter. I decided to go ahead and stick with it. I was like, I think it's just my nose because I've been sick, and it is. It's still a light scent, but I can smell it again, and I do enjoy it. So that is the shower gel. For the lotion, I'm just gonna kind of do the same amount. This packaging is like very, very opaque. I have to like shine the flashlight right up against the line and like look at it from the inside, but I'm gonna say it's like similar to the shower gel in terms of like not much has been used. And then for the fine fragrance mist, God, all this packaging with that's like really opaque is very pretty, but then makes it really hard to do any kind of keeping track if you're using it up. I'm gonna do the same thing for the fragrance mist. I think I'm just right about there. I started out completely new, and in 2 months, that's where I've gotten. So again, not a lot of progress, but a little bit more progress in the fragrance mist because I was like spraying it a lot to try and get scent. I made some progress on Cozy Evening. So Cozy Evening has fragrance notes of lavender blooms, fresh freesia, and cozy musk. So I have not worn this in the last month, but I did wear this at the end of December into January because it had that like cozy scent and something I was just looking for when it was getting really, really cold. So honestly, I haven't made progress since the January update that never appeared, but I started the project Use It Up here, and then in January, I got to here. So I felt like I had a pretty good dent in it within a few weeks, but I haven't touched it since then. I am planning to use this more in February, or at least the rest of February. As for the lotion, I know there's a lot of air in here, so I'm gonna figure I'm probably just right about there. Again, not super far, but I know I've made some progress. I've worn this a few times. And then for the fragrance mist, we are at the same mark. So I am right about here, maybe a tiny bit lower. I think I've sprayed it maybe once since making the mark, but that was January, and that's where I'm currently at. So looking forward to using this more through the rest of February. This next set is Coconut Cream Pie. This is the shower gel and the body lotion. So I haven't used this at all since the fall project Use It Up. So whatever marks you've seen earlier, if you've seen them earlier, they haven't changed. I still have about this much left. I'm planning to use this in the rest of February into March as soon as I finish up the I want to finish up the Pure Wonder body cream, and then I'll move into that and some of the sweeter scents. And then here's where I'm at with the lotion. I was originally not sure what to pair this with for a mist. I do have some vanilla perfumes that I know I can pair with this because I think it'll go okay with it. The fragrance notes are toasted coconut flakes, caramel custard, and golden pie crust. I think a vanilla note would go with it. But then I also have the little like mini of the it's not coconut cream pie, but it has coconut something in it. I'll leave a note of what it is and maybe a picture of it, but it was the mini that came, that was part of the winter lineup this year, and I got it during the winter SAS, and I think I'll pair it with this because they smell almost exactly the same, and I think it'll go well together. All right, so these are kind of random, but I have made a lot of progress on them, so I did want to show them first. So this one is Merry Christmas Ice Cinnamon Rolls. This is like the mini travel size from 2021. When I started this at the beginning of the project, I hadn't used it at all. By the middle of January, I was right up here, and since then I've used up this much. I've really gone hard on this. This is my current bedtime fragrance that I'm using, and because it's a mini, I just go through it really quickly. I have this that I put on at night, and then I have the Ice Cinnamon Rolls hand soap, and then I have an Ice Cinnamon Rolls pocket back. So I just kind of use that all at night before I go to bed. I really like this scent. It doesn't have scent notes on it, but it's basically like iced cinnamon rolls. It's exactly what it sounds like. You get that very sweet cinnamon scent with a little bit of the cream cheese frosting. And I just really, really like it. It doesn't last that long, but it has a really nice, strong, pleasant scent when I put it on. So that is where I'm currently at. I do anticipate finishing that up. And then this other one is the Vanilla Bean Noel Whipped Sugar Body Scrub. This is also from 2021. I got it during the 2021 Winter SAS sale, 2021 to 2022. I think I was around here at the beginning of the project, use it up. I don't remember if I made a mark in January or not, but here is where I'm currently at. I'm about halfway through with this. I think I might try to just use this as the body scrub and then finish up the Pure Wonder body cream. I don't know if it's because it's the Vanilla Bean Noel line, which if you have watched any Bath & Body Works videos from any people, a lot of them will tell you that this is not a very strong scent. It's actually really, really weak. And I really don't like how it smells in this scrub. Like, it smells fine here in the container, but when I get it under warm water and when I'm using it, I just get a little of a artificial chemical plastic smell, and it counteracts the really light vanilla smell. So there's that. Vanilla Bean Noel, if you're not familiar with it, has fragrance notes of fresh vanilla bean, sugar cookies, warm caramel, and whipped cream. Oh, and snow-kissed musk. So it's a really pleasant scent. I just wish it was stronger. So that is that. And the last few scents that I have, I honestly have not made a whole lot of progress on them. I think I'm not gonna retire or put any of them to bed for this project. They're gonna stay in my project officially, but I probably am not gonna get around to using them, to be completely honest. One is Bonfire Bash. And I actually did use Bonfire Bash in December through mid-January. I used it a couple of times and I really, really like this fragrance. So this one has fragrance notes of vanilla bourbon, creamy sandalwood, and cashmere musk. I think this is the scent that I would love to wear more often, but it gets pushed to the side because there are these other fragrances that I'm like, I need to get through. I feel like I need to get through sooner because I've had them longer. This is all recent packaging, like 2022. So this was completely new at the beginning of the project, use it up, and in January, this is how far I'd gotten, which was not that far. I haven't touched it since January, so I know it has not changed. As for this one, this packaging is not opaque, but the label part is. So what I was doing was actually flipping it over and then marking it. So I had used from the very top to here, I had used about this much of the mist, and I might try to use it a couple more times, but there's a lot going on. Another one was Midnight Amber Glow. This one I said I knew that I wasn't going to use that often. I wasn't planning on using it up. It was more just to throw in here in case I needed to switch up scents and I wanted something a little less sweet. So this one has fragrance notes of smooth amber, caramel latte, and vanilla bourbon. I really like the fragrance mist with this. These two, take it or leave it, but the fragrance mist I really enjoy. The shower gel, I am still right about here. I think I actually made my lines a little bit inaccurately. So I'm actually right in between these two lines, which is, they're very, very close together. But basically I'm right here. I haven't used that much of the shower gel. I think I used it a few times in December, but nothing since mid-January. And then I'm right about here with the body cream. Oh, and then the very last thing is the peppermint scent family. So this one is interesting because I was using a combination, or wanting to use a combination, of Twisted Peppermint and then the Tree Hut Candy Cane scrub, which I have here, and the body body butter, which is here. And I think I used this once and then decided that it was a little bit too cold for me. I really like the Twisted Peppermint. I think that it has enough sweetness in it. Twisted Peppermint from Bath & Body Works has fragrance notes of cool peppermint, sugared snow, fresh balsam, and vanilla buttercream. There's something about the vanilla and the sugared snow that makes this a nice sweet scent that I really enjoy. When I started this, it was completely new. I've used it a couple times, so we're still close to the top. Same thing with the mist. I have sprayed this, but honestly, I didn't even mark it because it's so close to the top. I just think I'm not going to be able to get through these. I might actually try and do like a Christmas in July sort of thing, because I think that the scent would be really refreshing in the summer months because it has that cooling sensation. And that was one of the issues. My water temperature in my bathroom, like, it's warm. It's bringing it all the way over to the hottest setting I can. For some reason in my bathroom, the faucet doesn't go, like the bath tub faucet or handle doesn't go hot enough, and we've tried fixing it and adjusting it, and we can't, it's stuck. So it's hot, but it's not burning like in the other bathroom. In the kitchen, it burns, and so you don't have to turn it over all the way over far, to the far side to get the water really, really hot. Where in my bathroom, you do. And so I feel like in the winter, when it's really, really cold and you want to get really warm and have a nice hot shower, my bathroom doesn't really allow for that. It's a warm shower, but it's not a hot shower. And so having the peppermint to cool you down is just, it's not what I want. So I'm thinking it might be better in the spring, summer months. Here's where I'm at. I did use this once or twice, and I really liked it. I have not used the scrub at all. It is still completely full. The cotton candy, not cotton candy, this is the candy cane. It just has a peppermint scent. I don't see scent notes on this anywhere, but I found that I do actually really, really love the Tree Hut body butter, and I like the scrub. This is not a scrub that lathers, so I do have to have the shower gel with it, but I'm excited to use these. I'll keep them in my project, use it up, but unofficially, I'm probably not going to use them until the weather gets warmer. I'm jumping in to add in this last fragrance set that I forgot to include but didn't realize I had forgotten until I was actually putting away all of the other products. That's because this was in my gym bag, and it is Open Sky. So Open Sky has fragrance notes of fresh air, wild blackberries, soft violet, and a cloud of comforting vanilla. And my thought behind this was that I would put this in my gym bag and use it because it had that light after I get done with the gym, because it has a light, fresh, airy scent, clean scent to it with the fresh air and the soft violet. It's been kind of a mixed bag because I haven't been able to get to the gym very much. So sorry if you can hear my dog walking around. Here's where I started in mid-December. This was January. As you can see, I've used it one time since mid-January, and there it is. Literally, I've only been to the gym once in the last month. Or at least one time where I've showered, because I take this when I am going straight from the gym to work. If I'm just going home, then I'll go home and shower at home and use other fragrance items. So that's February. Not as much progress as I was hoping to get through, but then that means that I also got through other products. And then for the cream, here's where I was at. I think I started out with this completely new. Here's where I was at. I know I have a little bit of air in here, so I think I'm probably right about here. So again, not a whole lot of progress, but a little bit. We'll say it's here. And then the mist is actually the travel size in the old packaging. And I was hoping that I could finish this up by the end of the project, use it up. I don't actually know if I'll be able to. I am only, so here is where I started in December. Here is the progress that I made in January, and then I think I'm literally like one spray underneath it. So February, not that much. I'm about a third done. I know if I actually like went to the gym or if I just use this at home more often, I could get through the spray really quickly. This is actually one, because it's a travel size, I would consider taking with me to work. So now that's it for all of the products. So this has been a really long video because I've been super chatty. I haven't been able to get on camera and talk to you all in a while, and I had a lot of updates to do with these products. So if you are still here right now watching or listening to me, you are the real MVP. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you taking the time to spend with me. But I do want to just kind of wrap up the video and say that I will continue this project until the first day of spring, or the weekend the weekend before. I think the first day of spring is March 20th, and I think that's like a Tuesday. So whatever that Sunday is, that'll probably be the last day, like the 18th, I think. That'll probably be the last day of my project, and then I'll do a wrap it up video shortly after. I want to just try and get through a few more products. Like, I mean, I know I've been talking about this, but this coconut cream pie, I would love to get through that. There's a few other products. I'm not going to go into them. You've already seen them. So that's the plan moving forward. And then I think for spring, I'm just going to like do my own thing, and I'll let you know like what I've been using for March into April or April into May, but I don't know if I'm gonna do an official project use it up, because I just kind of want to feel free to like jump around between different products. But who knows, I might change my mind by the middle of March and be ready for a new project, use it up. That's going to be it for this video. Stay tuned for an empties update. I will be showing all of my other empties that are not related to this project use it up in another video that will come after this. Thank you all for watching. If you haven't yet, I would love it if you hit the like button and the subscribe button, and I will talk to you down in the comments and see you in the next video. Bye-bye.